Sometimes people get very angry that I go through history. I sometimes say that the Jewish curse is that we are a historical people with a deep sense of history at an ahistorical time. Well, people just don't care. They're like, now, we don't care how this happened over the years. People like, end the occupation. I'll be like, but why? Is Israel's military in the West Bank and before 2005 in Gaza? Why? People are like, we don't care. I'm like, okay, we kind of need to understand why it's not brought to an end.
The cause and effect.
Yes, because every time Palestinians could have had a state that would end Israel's military presence in the West Bank and Gaza, they didn't want it. But we're a historical people at an ahistorical age, and sometimes people get very annoyed when I keep bringing about the history. I keep bringing up the quote I often use by Ernst Bevin from February 47 about the Jews wanting a state and the Arabs wanting the Jews not to have a state. And people are like, oh, that was then. I'll talk about 2000, 2008. I'll bring it to more recent history. They'll be like, that was then. I was like, you know what? Now. In 2025, Olmert, the Israeli prime minister who negotiated with the boss, he published the map because people said, oh, the reason there was no agreement is because there was no map. So he was like, there's a map, here's the map. So that was recently, a few weeks or months ago. And even now, in 2025, there was only one lone Palestinian voice. He is one of 4 Palestinian individuals who really speak courageously against the ethos of from the river to the sea, return, resistance. Only him said, that was a good offer. We should have said yes. But that was it. So even in the present, you don't have Palestinian voices, organizations, a society engaged in internal debate saying, why didn't we say yes? So at one point, you have to appreciate the consistency and just accept it for what it is.